Hi, everyone. My name is Mike Hamilton, and I'm a customer success manager at Klue, and I've had the pleasure of working with some of Klue's most successful clients over the past 3 years. Welcome to this demo of Klue's analytics reports. As competitive enablement teams, measuring the success of your Compete program and working effectively with your stakeholders is crucial to telling the story and securing recognition and additional resources for your Compete program. In today's presentation, we're going to be exploring how Klue's reports can provide you with valuable insights and the data to drive your Compete program forward. So let's jump in. So there's many reports we'll go through today, and just before I kick off, please, I'll touch on this at the end, but definitely with your customer success manager, take the time to dig into your own reports, but we're going to go through an overview of everything we have available to you today in a flow I think that makes sense for us. So we're going to start. First of all, you can get to all your reports through the Measure tab into all the reports are going to be in here. But we're going to start with the Curator Activity Report. This is essential for understanding your organization, your team's content curation efforts. This allows you to identify trends in what content is being updated across which boards, which curators are spending the most time in here, opportunities where you see top competitors that aren't having content being up to date recently. But also, I think frequently there's an opportunity to recognize the efforts of your top contributors, just how much content is being is being kept up to date to support your teams. And so this is a great place to start to summarize over a year, over a quarter, over any period of time, all the effort going into your Compete program and keeping content up to date. Secondly, we're going to just really show you the Intel Digest report. So when you go into your Intel Digest, you're going to be met with a summary of previous digests. And within here, you'll be able to see for each digest how many opens there were, as well as your unique open rates and click-through rates. So this is going to certainly be important to make sure that people are receiving and interacting with your Intel Digest that you're hopefully sending on a recurring basis. And you can work directly with your customer success manager to pull overall stats like total opens and clicks over a period of time. So if you want to see how many total opens or what your click rate was over the course of the whole year, you'll be able to work with your customer success manager to pull that data. Jumping back into consumer reports, the consumer overview provides insights into consumer trends and engagement with all your Klue features. So this is where you're going to be able to see how many of your users what percentage of your users with licenses are interacting with the platform, both total and stripping up digest usage, how many active consumers you've had total over a period of time per month, as well as which features are being engaged with, who your top consumers are, what boards are being viewed, what battle cards are being viewed. This is a great center of truth, a great place to start overall to see how many users are using the tool and what content is being viewed the most. We can also see from a user perspective, this leaderboard view. This allows us to see who our top users are in terms of days active over a certain period of time, which features they're engaging with. And I think crucially, if we want to be securing feedback on our digests or on our battle cards, we're able to see who our top users are of battle cards or of boards or of search or of the Intel Digest, so that you can see who is engaging most with this content and who you can secure feedback from, and ideally win stories to show that you've been impacting their ability to win deals. If you want to dig into a specific user's usage, let's say you have a seller or another stakeholder, you want to see how they're using the tool, there's an individual user report where you can search the name of the user and see over a period of time exactly what they've interacted with as well. And this can be great for providing information to sales leadership as well about top users, what they're leveraging, especially if there's an expectation set that a seller is using Compete content in competitive deals. Excitingly, now I'm going to jump into competitive revenue analytics. So competitive revenue analytics is a newer report in Klue from the past year that provides a clear picture of your Compete program's impact on revenue, which can enable you to make data-driven decisions through an integration of Klue data and your CRM data as well. So integrating your CRM data into Klue. There's a number of tabs in here, so we'll go through those. The overview tab helps you identify competitive threats, help you build credibility through understanding what is happening in our market and essentially how much revenue is being won and lost overall in competitive deals to help you secure really the reason, the problem, why we're doing all this, the reason for competitive enablement. So we're able to see the competitive revenue gap, essentially how much revenue is lost to known competitors, how much money is won versus competitors, how many deals there were, competitive deals over time as well. I think can be really important. So this is a great place to start to understand the scope of the problem that we're solving. And by integrating your CRM data in here, we're able to also filter by deal types and regions and those sorts of things to really understand how much revenue is being lost to competitors that we're focused on enabling people to win more against. The threat analysis tab digs deeper. So if the overview is all competitive revenue, the threat analysis tab allows you to dig into what are our win rates, how much revenue is being lost against specific competitors. So you can see a breakdown here, but also how much open revenue is in deals today against the competition. So this allows you certainly to prioritize where you're going to have the biggest impact on revenue, but also by tracking open opportunities, it allows you to focus your efforts on where you can have the biggest impact and maximizing ROI. Scrolling down, we have some more in-depth information about win rates, average deal one size, open opportunities against competitors. So this really allows you to see over time how much of an impact competitors are having. On the flip side, not every client, not every business has strong CRM hygiene as they would like. So we also have a CRM data hygiene tab in here, which allows you to see overall in terms of open and closed opportunities, how often were competitors listed. Ideally, we are working on techniques either through integrations with call recording software to automatically tag competitors in Salesforce, or through coaching exercises or mandatory fields. We're working to increase the hygiene and increase the frequency at which competitors are added to opportunities so that you can have the visibility you need to maximize these reports. So this is a great place to see where you are today, set a benchmark, and continuously improve. Rep performance, flipping back into basically a competitive analysis. What rep performance allows you to do is look at identifying sellers who have wins and losses against specific competitors. This can show you a list of your sellers against competitors, where they're winning, where they're losing in competitive deals. And what you can use this for is creating targeted enablement materials, or coaching underperforming reps, or celebrating top performing sellers and getting win stories against top competitors. This can be a great place to bring all that information together so that you can see where can we collect intel and where can we provide intel to support these sellers in competitive deals. And you can do this again with a data focused approach. Sort of the bread and butter of this, or where clients are continually asking us to enhance our functionality through the CRM integration, is to help you measure Klue impact. So the Klue impact report allows you to compare sales metrics between folks who have adopted the Klue platform and sellers who are still non-users of Klue, which can demonstrate the initial value of your efforts in competitive enablement through share of won revenue by sellers. So what this is allowing us to see is, of all revenue won in competitive deals, how much of that was won by people who have used Klue. This is really an adoption metric, but that first stage of impact is, are our sellers using Klue, and are we seeing win rates with Klue starting to outpace win rates without Klue? And this can be that initial story of, are people who have started to use Klue seeing increased performance? This is a great start, but you'll want to be able to dig deeper into, are people who are using the specific competitor content starting to see an even greater increase. And this is where the program impact tab, which is still in beta, so we'd love your feedback and get in there and review it. So we don't have data in here, but what this is designed to show you is revenue won by sellers who view the specific competitor battle card in sales cycles or in wins against that competitor. This is going to be the place where you can see the clearest vision of revenue impact, a list of sellers who won deals where they beat that competitor and viewed that content, that battle card in the sales cycle. So this is really exciting. Definitely something you should be exploring with your customer success manager, because this can give you a list of people to get qualitative feedback from, a dollar value of potentially influence revenue that you can then validate through feedback. So these are basically a summary of the reports that we have today. For next steps, definitely you'll want to work with your customer success manager to identify areas for improvement in your own reports, go through each of these with your CSM, see what you can learn from each of these reports. There's a lot in here, and so really excited for you to be able to review these. But consider integrating your CRM data with Klue. And then a top tip that I've heard from other clients is if you really want to be able to focus on measuring impact of your compete program, these reports are going to be a great place. But there's something you can do on your own end, which is work with your CRM or Salesforce admin to see if you can add a checkbox for one opportunities. So a seller closes a one deal, a checkbox that they can click to say compete content or Klue or helped me win this deal, or I use compete content in this win. That's going to be a great way to proactively on your own start to get to measure the impact or start to give you a list of deals where you have influenced revenue. So that's a great start. Work with your CSM on all of this. So in conclusion, Klue's analytics are really your secret weapon for measuring the success of your compete program, helping you drive stakeholder engagement through data, demonstrating ROI over time as well. So please leverage these insights, work with your CSM to create a data-driven, impactful compete program, a report on every quarter, every year. That should be essential for celebrating your organization's success. And again, great to be able to share this with you today. Happy to, we'll all be happy to speak with you more about your reports, what you can manage with Klue. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.